Man, Wallace.
Damn.
You outdoing yourself tonight, Wallace.
Right.
Maybe
you actually want to buy you a cheeseburger or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Job well done.
I see what Wallace trying to do though, man. Wallace trying to get your boy to drop something.
Yeah.
He trying to get me to drop one. But we
Trying to
not
get the
doing it
main
though.
gang
Not
bars.
tonight.
Nope. Not tonight.
But we have most definitely arrived.
So let's get it popping.
What it do, neighborhood?
Yes.
It's
What's
your
poppin'?
boy
What's up, y'all?
Al. It's your boy Lavis.
Yes, sir.
And this is After Dark. Thursday night's Den of Nerds live. You know. What's good, y'all? What is good?
Shit. Yes.
Man. Oh,
Lots of lovely Nerdvengers in there. Let's see them
Yeah,
purple
let's
emojis,
see
man.
'em.
After dark. See y'all. It's just another lovely day in the neighborhood.
tell me about it, man.
Beautiful day to be a Nerdvenger.
It's been a long week, man. This week been long.
Yeah,
as
man.
Shit.
Yeah, totally has. Like, actually, it's been so long. I forgot to tell you. Don't ask me about this week.
Oh man.
It's been that kind of week.
It has been, and still one more day to go.
I know, right? But at least it's the last one before we get in. And it's the last one, but we're getting such beautiful content to go into for the weekend. It's just beautiful.
Talk about starting your weekend off right.
Yes.
I think
Goodness.
that is the perfect segue into some show notes at the top of the show this time.
Yes, sir, man. Go ahead and handle that.
I sure will, man. You already know it's Thursday, so it's After Dark. And it's also Thursday night, which means tonight is the finale. Falcon and the Winter Soldier tonight, man. Going down. But look, that's not even it, though. That's not even it. My man Josh is going. He trying to break the Snyder Cut record. He say 4 hours. Shit. Let's see that 4 hours and let's stack some more on top of it. My man say they doing Invincible, the MK movie. Yes, that's right. MK tonight. Get over here. The whole nine.
Yes. Get over here.
Over here.
Yes.
And watch this movie and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the season finale, all in the company of the Nerdvengers themselves. Man, how, bro? How's he gonna do this? How's this gonna work?
Style, grace, and finesse, because
Yeah,
you know Josh
man.
is the homie. He can pull it off, man. Got faith in you, Nerdvenger.
Yes,
Got faith in you.
he is definitely
For
our
sure.
only hope because I can't make it.
Nah, I can't make it either.
They jammed your boy up. I gotta go join the living tomorrow and actually make an appearance at my Nerdvenging job. So I gotta get some shut eye tonight. But
Right.
you know, Fridays. That's just Thursday. We ain't even got through. Look, that was all just tonight.
Right.
Fridays. Shout to the Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord, the hell you doing? It generally, I don't want to put nothing out there in the universe, but generally Friday nights, if I'm not mistaken, is when things generally tend to pop off just spontaneously on the Discord. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Then we get up
Facts.
Saturday afternoons with Josh and the NERDVENGERS stream. He breaks it down for you guys and your lady mains alike. Does the thing.
And make sure you bring your nerd coin this weekend, because apparently Josh has got some great little giveaways for his NERDVENGERS.
Yes.
So if you ain't a NERDVENGER yet, you might want to turn up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that join, and come get some of that nice juicy stuff with that nerd coin, man.
Tell them.
Most definitely.
Then Sundays, you get the business stream. NERDVENGER Prime members, business stream, where Josh starts giving you all them juicy tips, letting you know how to build your nerdy empire. And right after that, you get us right back, man. Afternoon. Sundays. You know we gonna have something this Sunday, because we're going to talk about Invincible. We're going to talk about the Falcon finale. We got MK to talk about. I mean, I don't know if. And then we may even get an appearance, just maybe. Star Wars Santa swing through and we talk some Star Wars, because Bad Batch is right around the corner too, man.
Make sure you have a Bad Batch.
Yeah, man. I keep a couple Bad Batches with me, man.
Sir. I'm saying.
And
right
then, look, my mind is so gone, man. Mondays, where we at on Mondays? These days.
Mondays, we right back with the homie Josh and the Martins.
Yes, exactly. Every morning, Monday through Friday, my man giving you
10 p.m.
that stream. Is it 10 p.m.? That's late.
Yeah, I know. It's late. I'm looking at the time right now.
10.
That's what happens when you NERDVENGER people.
Yeah,
it's 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. We ain't trying to trick y'all. I mean, April Fool's is long gone. We ain't doing that.
Sip my purple.
But then Monday evenings, we do have Nerd Theory. Josh and the homie Star Wars Theory breaking down that Star Wars news.
Yes.
Hoping one day I can get one of them invites on that panel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one day.
I got some thoughts. But yes,
it's
man.
Coming, man.
And then Tuesdays, you got the homie Adam and Debate 8, Den of Nerds Live Edition. I don't know if you was with us last week.
But it was pretty dope.
It was pretty dope.
We debated who would be the best person to party with.
Yes.
The best MCU superhero to party with. And the homie Thor came out on top.
Honorable mention. Go ahead.
Lando. Go ahead. Honorable mention of the homie Lando. You got to give it up to Lando. He's stuck in there.
Lando hung in there as long as he could, but apparently people with prejudice against robots. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good with robots.
Man.
And we wonder why. The Matrix is so right around the corner.
Then we got Wednesday nights.
Yep.
Darren's Danger Room.
Yes,
Shout to Darren. Shout to Josh. They come in. Break it down. Darren gives you her hot takes. Man, look, I don't know, bro. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Like, it's been 5 minutes.
I'm saying. We ain't even been able to. We telling you about what's coming, and we ain't even talking about what it is right now. Because, I mean, it is the finale, but there is more going on. Like
so much going on.
Remember a few months back when we was like, damn, I can't wait for us to get something to talk about.
Yes, I do.
Now don't seem like it's a problem now, do it?
Nah, not at all, man. Shoot, we're having a hard time talking about all of it.
Exactly. But
it's great.
Without any further ado,
yes.
What is the first thing we getting into tonight, my man?
First thing we gonna get into tonight, get out the way. Let's see some of those Mortal Kombat emojis for anybody who is excited for that dropping tomorrow, man. Like,
I wish I had 4 hands. That way I can raise them all up, because boy, Right. Hey, man.
Like, we excited for this one. I remember when I was a kid and then Mortal Kombat was coming out, and that's the first time I was like, what is this? And even that looked kind of dope.
Yeah,
and
man.
Now, man, I feel like a little kid all over again.
I'm telling you.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, what kind of stuff would you be expecting from this movie?
Blood. Lots of it. Nah, but seriously, I want them to finally do my game justice cinematically. The first movie was dope. It's very dated. You go back and you watch it now, and there's some things, Goro, that you just like, yeah, you can tell this was 95.
Yeah,
but
man. Yeah.
I'm honestly, bro, I just want them to do it justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give me a movie with a coherent story with characters that are true to the game itself, and then all the action and fatalities you can give me.
Right.
Just give me the fatalities, man. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I want. I just want fatalities. That's the only thing that your boy is looking for. Can I get them fatalities though?
Yes. I want all of them. Shoot. I want fatalities. I want babalities. I want to see people get uppercutted from off of that bridge and landed on them spikes. Like, I want that to be a thing. I don't want that to happen at the end.
Can you imagine if they got stage fatalities in this movie?
Oh my goodness. That would be the coldest thing since Sub-Zero.
You know, that might be a PowerPoint right there when this movie come out, breaking down all the Easter eggs for these youngsters that just don't know.
Right.
Just don't know.
Some of y'all just started on MK11 and y'all think that's the first one.
Get out of here. Right.
You know, I think it's the first one twice. What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know nothing about that.
No, y'all don't know. Yeah, they don't know. But they will. They will.
What you know about Tip Epfo Matab? You know how long it took for me to figure out what that meant and what and why? Blocking will get you nowhere. You must find me to beat me. All my real OG MK players know what's up. Man, like, I'm telling you, MK changed my life, bro. Like, I remember walking into the arcade and seeing like a group of people standing around, and like I'm making my way trying to peek over shoulders, and literally my first experience with MK was watching somebody do Sub-Zero's fatality. And like,
oh really?
And like straight up ripping dude head off and the spinal cord dangling. And I remember I like dropped 3/4 on the ground. It was like, the hell is this? When it put my little quarter on the screen, it was like, hey, I got to get next. I got to see what this is about. Got my ass whooped, y'all. It wasn't even close. It was. I didn't even know it was a block button. I was confused. I was like, wait, this ain't Street Fighter. Hold on. How I do moves on here? Yeah, man. But Sub-Zero was my guy, dude. It was
like,
Sub-Zero.
This is why you my brother, man.
Well, see, now hold on now, because Sub-Zero was my guy.
Why's it gotta be was?
Because as I got older,
I already know where you're going with this.
I got so much more respect for the man Scorpion. Like, how can you not be down with Scorpion?
Shirai Ryu.
I'm telling you, Hanzo himself, the man had his look. I ain't even gonna spoil it for people who don't know the game story. I ain't even gonna do that for you because if you ain't seen that first 7 minutes they dropped on YouTube, boy,
hey,
let you know right off the rip, it ain't a game.
Hot sizzling, dude.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Go check that out. It's on YouTube right now. Selfless plug. Go check it.
There you go.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It's hot and cold at the same time.
Yes, sir. Now I'm curious though. Like for you, are you going to see it in the theater though? Is this a theater worthy movie for you, or are you gonna wait and see?
I think I am totally gonna go see it in the movies. Like we know, I am totally a movie connoisseur. I'm gonna go and get myself at overpriced movie theater food.
Yeah, man.
Sit in there with my drink because they serve drink at least where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I'm gonna go sit with my drink and eat me a nice little snack and watch everybody get friendship fatality'd on the big screen, man. I might even go IMAX.
Oh, you have to with this. You have to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You have to.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't wait to like be sitting right there and just drooling all over this movie, because I am confident that even if the story is like, because I still don't know how I feel about them creating a new character.
Right, I don't know the created character of Mortal Kombat.
I don't know how I feel about that yet, but
it took all elements.
But I'm reserving judgment to see how it plays out. But even if the story comes out a little iffy though, like I'm still confident I'm gonna be satisfied with the action.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
The action looks dope, and some people was knocking the blood, saying it looked a little too fake. I think when you're talking about a movie like this, it fits perfectly. Like I had no issues with that from the little bit we've seen so far.
Yeah, because you got to consider though, it is still a low budget film. They didn't spend like hundreds of millions of dollars on this, so the quality that you get in this movie, some of it might be a little practical, but at the same time, like you said, it fits for this genre of movie. And I can guarantee you, if everybody shows out now and enjoys this movie, Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be off the chain. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Now that's the question I was going to ask you, and look at you answering it already. Clairvoyant ass. I was going to ask you.
I knew where that was going.
Oh, you read my mind. The question I had was, do you think that they will drop a sequel to this mug?
Yes, I think most definitely. Like I said, if people show out, if it winds up making them at least a decent chunk of change, and they, from the return, they have to make their money back and then plus some, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably be able to do that. I don't see why not. Like a lot of these cutscenes, it's like they put it all in the trailer. Yeah. Like not the whole thing, but it looks like they had a chunk to put in this trailer to make you really want to go see the movie and see what's not in it. So I don't see them not getting enough of a return for there to be a Mortal Kombat 2. I would say if the first one was worthy of a 2, there's no reason why this one shouldn't be. I mean, in comparison, there's no reason why this one shouldn't be. So I will see y'all in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, man. I'm like you. I think they're gonna do a sequel, but I'm curious to see how these movies follow the actual game's storyline. Right. Because they rebooted everything with MK9, and so they kind of went with this alternate timeline kind of thing. So I'm curious to see, do they borrow from any of that with the movie, or do they kind of tell just the OG MK story from a live action perspective and kind of progress things that way? Because it's some things about the game story that I really like, but then it's some stuff about it that I'm like, just don't start playing with time. Don't start messing with time in the movie. It might work for the game, but the movie wouldn't. Nah, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Here's a question for you. Because they barely even show him in the trailer. But how do you think they're going to treat Raiden? Is he going to be the complete mess up that Raiden always is and has been, to the point where they had to give it to the man, Liu Kang? Or do you think they'll actually do him some justice and make you look at him a little differently in this movie, like a good light?
I would be mad.
What do you think?
If they give me a Raiden that don't fuck up. Raiden better be in here making all the mistakes he's made.
I'm trying to tell you.
I want to be cussing Raiden out by the end of this movie, just like I do at the end of every game when I'm like, dude, I don't want you to protect the Earth realm no more. We good, bro. Like, let us just handle it, because you ain't doing us no favors ever. Like, this dude never get it right.
Facts. Yeah, this is total facts, man. Like, I didn't really realize he messed up so much until we on the Discord was watching the lineage of Raiden.
Yeah.
And like subconsciously I knew it, but like seeing it laid out cognitively, I was like, man, like almost every single bad decision, every bad thing that's happened to him is Raiden's fault. Like even in the Scorpion's Revenge movie, like he almost got Liu Kang destroyed in that movie and tried to stay calm about it the whole time, like he knew something else. No, you didn't. Scorpion came through and totally saved y'all in that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, I see somebody just dropped Boba Fett. Shout out to Boba Fett in the two-way. Said he's ready for live action Cabal. I want to know, is there a character in particular outside of like a Scorpion Sub-Zero that you ready to see on screen? And if so, who might that be?
Outside of them two, for me, it's actually, I want to see how they handle Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Actually, Kung Lao more than Liu Kang, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually like the first movie where you actually get to see Kung Lao next to Liu Kang, because in the Mortal Kombat movies, Liu Kang is always the only one who's supposed to save Earthrealm, blah 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 blah. But we know in the games, it's actually between Kung Lao and Liu Kang. So I really want to see how they try to play up that dynamic versus with this created character that they have in there too, because it kind of seems like this nameless character is more or less going to be the new one, the new winner.
Yeah,
and that's how I would perceive it. I don't know why you would create a character such as and not give him a dope ending or something, you know what I'm saying, and not make him a good draw. So yeah, I want to see how they handle those two characters. How about you?
I would say for me, Shao Kahn, because the thing about Shao Kahn is that like Shao Kahn is that dude. Like, he's supposed to be that dude. And, you know, we got him in the movie. We got him in the second movie, and we already know how that played out. We won't talk about it. We didn't really see much of him, even with the rebooted, what was that? We watched the Mortal Kombat Legacy, and they kind of had him in there, but he was more just sitting there training his daughters or whatnot. I want to see Shao Kahn with the hammer, with the mask, like knocking dudes left and right. Like, I want to see Shao Kahn, and you know what? Secondarily to that, Goro. Like, both of them got to come out and be like, you ain't messing with them unless you really about it. Cause like, I'm not trying to see either one of them get whooped early. I want to see both of them really feel like actual threats, like straight up threats. Right. Now, I'll tell you this, cause I was thinking about this new character, right? And we don't know very much about him, but something I noticed when we watched the first 7 minutes, in every other iteration, as far as I can remember, of Mortal Kombat telling kind of Scorpion's backstory, it's Scorpion, his wife, and a child. Now, in this one, there were 2 kids. There was the newborn, and then there was the older toddler. So my question is this new character have any relation to Scorpion? Right. Because I did notice when they showed him in one of the early trailers, he was wearing that black and yellow too. So my thing is, could he be some kind of a descendant, or is he, you know, perhaps that child? Like, who knows, like, how it plays out. But I'm just curious. That's one of the things that I'm kind of really paying attention or curious to find out, is what exactly his story is. Because I got a feeling he's going to have some kind of a tie to somebody within the tournament.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And you know what? If you're right about that, that would actually be pretty dope, because, again, it would be one of the first times you actually see a secondary character come out of the Shirai Ryu, because it's always just been Scorpion to kill off everybody, his family and everything. He comes back, redeems himself. It's Scorpion. Yes. It would be kind of dope to see Scorpion stay on that negative path, but have a, like you said, like a successor or like somebody from his lineage, and they play the story out differently on that one. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. Now I really got to go see it in the movies.
Yeah, man, I'm getting hyped. But that's another point that I had, and I'm struggling with it, because I want to go see it in the movies, but I don't want to ruin, or I don't want to taint the experience by watching it at home. But I also don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm telling myself, I got to go to sleep tonight. I got a NERDVENGERS early in the AM. We'll get these tickets. But I'm like, bro, when midnight hit, I know I'm going to be trying to look for that movie. I already know what's going to happen, man. Like, I'm going to be like, how many minutes is it?
Right. I'm like, can I take a quick nap? Can I take a nap in between?
How much money on my Starbucks card? I could get some coffee in the morning.
Something
gonna have to give, man. Cause like, whoo.
You can set the dogs as an alarm to come wake you up, right?
Something
come through, lick your face a few times.
You got to do something, man. Cause I don't see how I'm gonna skip out. I want to. I need to. I just don't see how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be in that same dilemma, man. Because it's just too much popping off tonight to miss out on that. You're getting Invincible early,
right?
You're getting the Mortal Kombat. I mean, come on.
And look,
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
If you ain't on Invincible, let me just tell you. Let's be clear.
Yes, go ahead. Tell people.
If you, dear people, have not taken a look at this show, just watch the first episode. Just watch the first episode. And if you ain't hooked, then you come back here on afternoon and let me know and we can talk about it. Because I guarantee you, if you check that first episode, by the time they roll credits, your ass is going to be like, okay, so where's the next one at? I got to do this right now.
Exactly. As soon as that skip button comes up, you're going to hit that button.
You're going to hit that skip, boy, for real. Like, I done got the missus hooked into this show. I got all the homies into this show now. I'm telling everybody I can about this because I'm like, let's go. This show right here.
Hey, man.
I'm just voice acting on point, animation on point, stories on point.
Music.
The music is on point too. Everything is like straight true. Dude, some of that music when Mark is chilling with his lady, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that vibe though, bro. I was like, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. Straight up.
That's a vibe. Yes.
Straight up. Like loving it, man. Loving this show.
Zazie Beats killing that too.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know it was her at first, but yeah, man.
I'm like you. I'm like, let me go get familiar so I can put some of this in the playlist.
So Amazon Prime, if you don't know, they have it where if you press any kind of button to get to the menu, it shows you, it lists who's in the scene.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
So you can you can totally look and see who's up in that scene right then and there.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, that's Zazie Beats.
Wow.
Say what?
Hey, well then, yeah, I'm about to be getting real familiar with Zazie and all the other music because yes, I do.
Yeah.
Like this show is proof that you can make adult-oriented animation and it be on par with anything live action.
Right.
Like anything live action. Just the voice acting. Like the homie JK killing it. Mark Hamill killing it. Like it's crazy, man. And it's like I can't just they really like spared. It seems like they spared no expense with this, and I'm just like having an idea because I wasn't really big on. I didn't even know about the comic until like right around when I first started hearing about this. But I went and did research and then started like learning about the actual arc for Invincible and his dad and all that. And I'm like, okay. So it's like even knowing where it's coming, like or where it's headed, like it's still because they're subtly kind of either like joining arcs or they're kind of skipping around certain smaller plot lines. But it's like just knowing the build up, you just like,
yeah,
every episode, like even at the end of the last episode, and I won't spoil it because I know some people still ain't got familiar. But even at the last episode, like
night.
his wife channeled her inner Angela Bassett.
Oh,
like,
yes, she did.
Was on it, bro. Like she was on some Mary J. Not Go Cry No More. I was like, hey, yeah, they hooking me, man. They hooking me.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I feel like I waited just in time to watch the last one because now I don't have to wait much longer.
Right.
To watch the next episode. So I did good. I did good because this last episode got me aching.
Yeah, man. It's
man.
like, woo, walls is closing in. Like I want to talk about it so bad. Oh, man.
But we can't do it.
We cannot do
Afternoon.
it. Afternoon indeed. Yes.
Yes.
But man, like just just news on news, man. Like just all over the place. Just can't escape.
It's crazy. It's just news on news on news. Like Russell Crowe being Zeus and Thor.
What? You heard? Yes. What?
Russell Crowe confirmed as Zeus in Thor. If Thor's not sounding crazy right now, everybody wants to talk about the multiverse of madness. Everybody wants to talk about Spider-Man. Let's talk about that Thor, okay?
Right.
That Jane Foster. You seen Natalie Portman? Natalie Portman juiced up, man. She
I'm trying
all
to
over
tell
that
you, man.
Orange juice, purple drink juice, all that. She's on it.
Yeah.
You already know my man Thor gonna trim back down. My man's arms is bigger than your head. Okay. Now you got Russell Crowe. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he already has a fighting style that he practices. I think it's called Krav Maga or something like that that he does. So like when you get to see, like, go back and watch Man of Steel. Yeah, all that fighting he was doing, that's actually, like, he's been training to do that for years. So I would love to see them have my man Zeus, even if it's like not a post-credit scene, but like, you know what I mean, like a flashback scene where they're explaining some stuff, and you get to see my man Russell Crowe in action. Man. Yes. Gladiator days all over.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
are you not entertained?
I know I damn sure will be. We talking about Russell Crowe, and my man is going Zeus, really? Like,
right? Throwing lightning bolts at that ass.
I'm saying, man. Now, I have a question, and I'll save it for when we get towards the end of this conversation, because I got some speculation. It's more like fanboy dreaming for real, but
right.
I'm gonna just. We'll table that for a second, because I want to ask you, what is your expectations when you hear like all of this stuff that they're throwing in to these movies? Because like it's not just like Love and Thunder, right? It's the Spider-Man news we hearing about, Doctor Strange too, and it just seems like these movies are jam packed with shit.
Yes.
So
to the brim.
Yes. Do you think that that any of it in any way is too much?
Oh no, I think actually they have to lean into making these movies like really big, because we're looking at what these Disney Plus shows, look like.
That part.
And a lot of us are kind of like, this is not exactly what we wanted or expected. And I think when we actually have a movie to compare it to, and then we go back into how they break up the Disney Plus series, and then they get into another movie, I think you're going to be like, oh, okay, so this is what I need to extract from all of these shows, and then I can enjoy what they give me in the movies as a big event, a big blowout.
Right.
That's, I think, what they're moving towards now. They're not wanting to just do movies anymore. They're wanting to make movie events. Every time you get a Spider-Man movie, those weren't just movies, those were movie events. That's what they called them. So I think we're going to get a good, decent television show, and then boom, into the movies. So no, it is not too much. It is right up my alley, man.
Oh, 110%. And the thing
Plus
about
5.
it is, yes, and it's exact. I want to double down on your point about the shows, because this is what, you know, a lot of us were kind of griping about when it, like you said, when it came to the Disney Plus shows. But now when you look at what, like the Shang-Chi trailer, for example, like that straight fire. But when you look at that, and then you listen to all of these rumors about what's going on, and you're hearing the confirmed stuff, you know, Russell Crowe saying he's going to be in Thor, all of the stuff that's going on with the Spider-Man, which we'll touch on also in a few minutes.
Yes, we will.
But you think about all of that, right? And it's just like, dude, this is exactly where this is exactly how it's going to play out. Now we kind of have a clearer picture. So it's like, you know, with these Disney Plus shows, what you're getting now is these character studies, kind of really, you know, made for television type things. These like episodic content, and now that we understand that's what we're getting, that's totally cool, because now you have the context of seeing how much more the movies are about to step it up. And that's the thing. Like we as MCU fans have been waiting for the MCU to turn up in this next phase. And I think we just got a little overzealous in not realizing that the shows are not going to be the turn up.
Right.
The movies are going to be the turn up. And I think Even though at this point I'm kind of mad on it because it's been so damn long, I think it's going to start with Black Widow. And I think Black Widow will be kind of where we get the cinematic kickoff. And then everything after that is just going to be blockbuster after blockbuster. The same, almost in the same level it was with the Infinity Saga, because people are going to want to go see what happens next. And the movies are going to be where you find that out. We realize that now. You know what I'm saying? That was a little unclear before we started getting the shows, because we felt like maybe the shows would lead in based on some of the stuff that was being said. But now that we have, after tonight, we'll have 2 shows under our belt. So now we kind of have an idea of what to expect, or at least how not to get overhyped about what's going on with these shows. So now that we have that, and we're in that situation, now we can go in with the proper amount of expectation and even more anticipation for what's going to happen in the movies. So for me, I'm like you. No, keep it coming. Stuff these joints with as much info and as much nerdy goodness as you can, Mr. White Shoe. Right.
So like, to me, like, to continue with that, the point is, like, I think when it came to the shows that Disney Plus was putting out and kind of looking at the price bracket in which they said they used to create these series,
right?
I think people kind of brought it back to Netflix. So whenever you heard you got a new show on Netflix, no matter how many episodes it was, if you kind of look at the price ranges, like right now, perfect example is that Lord of the Rings series they're going to have coming out soon. Apparently it's the most expensive show that's going to be created, using $450 million.
Wow.
So if you look at that budget and hearing that it's going to be a show, in your mind, you're not thinking, oh, okay, this is going to be like a movie, because that's actually like a movie budget. $450 million is a lot for a show, period. That's anything under that kind of title. So when you hear they're using at least 150, and you think about a typical movie, so think about it. Joker, they used $90 million to make that movie. Simple.
Right. Exactly.
We're only talking about, so many more thousand ahead of that. So you got to kind of look at not just, where your quality is going with the money that they're putting into it. I'm pretty sure Shang-Chi, Black Widow itself, a lot of those other movies is way more than 150 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So taper that. Just look at how you're getting your content from Disney Plus. They know what they're doing. They ain't gonna try to feed you too much. They spoon feeding us. $150 million is not much to them. That's spoon. Here comes the Disney Plus show.
And that is where we are, ladies and gentlemen, with this nerdy shit.
Yes.
150 million is chump change these days.
Right.
That's what's crazy. Because I was sitting there just a couple of weeks ago going, 150 million for this? Where's it at?
Right.
But then when you hear numbers like 450, it's like, you know what? Y'all got it. Go ahead. I'm good, Feige. You ain't got to go. Because next thing I know, y'all be trying to jack Disney Plus up to $30 a month on a brother.
I'm right.
Can't do that.
Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. That's why you need friends. That's why
you
need friends at high places.
Exactly.
So low places, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
Or friends who get high and stay low.
Now, I want to go back to the Thor thing, because I want to give you my fanboy dreaming.
Yes.
I got to give you this fanboy dreaming. So we talking about Thor, right? Saying Thor, Hercules, could see more of the Pantheon showing up in the Thor series. Now, we haven't touched on it yet, but it seems like Marvel and Sony are playing nice right now.
Yes, very nicely.
Shockingly
nice.
A nice little Elseworld movie that I'd love to see if Sony and the MCU were playing real nice, seeing as how they got the Pantheon over there already. Seeing as how you already got Thor and you got Zeus, Hercules might show up. There's a certain somebody that fits into that might make for pretty good cinematic content. And that be one by the name of Kratos.
I knew you was going to say that. That's the only one that came to mind.
Saying, if we gon' do it, I know it's far-fetched. I know it's a stretch. But man, could you imagine live action God of War with cameos by the same gods played by the same characters that have shown up in the MCU?
I could totally see that. And I'm going to say it now. It wouldn't bother me any because I already know they're not going to go like with the way the game's going to go, of course. A lot of people are going to expect that. But it would be dope to see them fight, but form an alliance for something greater. Now, I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with that because we all know where God of War Ragnarok is going to go with him fighting Thor. So
I'm one that would have a problem. I'd have a problem.
Yeah, see, this guy.
Me.
This guy right here.
Yes.
That's why I brought that up, because I knew he'd have something to say about that.
Look, if I get Kratos on the silver screen, he better kill everything.
He got everybody, right?
Everybody. I don't want nobody to survive. It gotta be every bit the Kratos that I spent my young adulthood following all the way up to Mount Olympus. It better be that one. You can give me the third person. You better give me old man Kratos by the third movie. You better give me at least 2 movies where he's slicing the shit out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can give me the I ain't about that life no more Kratos.
So would you rather see a Disney Plus? Would you rather see a like Netflix show, or would you rather get a movie? If you can't have both,
I gotta have a movie because I gotta see IMAX 3D Kratos with the blades of chaos like coming at me on screen. That part.
Yeah.
I gotta see heads rolling down by my feet when that man get through like that. I gotta get the whole experience, man.
I'm gonna remain hopeful, but there is speculation and talk that we could possibly get both. So we could lean into getting the movie, and then they could continue that with the Disney Plus. Or you got me stuck on Disney Plus.
My money,
right?
You can have every cent.
Yes,
for a movie and a series, bro. Like,
I'm here for
one.
Both.
Could only wish.
Here for both. Right?
Yes.
Give it time, man.
Yes,
everybody
indeed.
gets what they ask for. If they stay resonating.
That's it.
Stay positive.
That's it, man.
You will get it. I'm right there with you. We sharing that energy. So
I hope that works.
I give
for
it a couple
$1 million
years.
I'm trying to get too.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I put energy toward that too.
Yeah, look, it's for both of ours. It's supposed to be both of ours. I thought that was the whole point. We trying to
half.
That's fine. As long as it ain't that NERDVENGER half, that's more like 48%.
Oh man, no. I was, half. Like, I don't think that's less than half.
Exactly. That's why I called it the NERDVENGER half.
No. We're gonna do actual like Den NERDVENGER. Not that nerd. I know what NERDVENGER you talk about. No, we ain't gonna be one of them NERDVENGERs. No.
Gotcha. Hey, just making sure we on the same page as usual.
Just like this screen. Look, I got half the screen.
It's somewhere over there.
It's somewhere in there. It's something like that. Hey, all I'm gonna say is remember who set this up, okay? So
hey, look.
I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Hey, man, look. We got to make sure we're following proper safety protocols around here, okay?
Yes, most definitely.
Don't blame Wallace for the janky magic, okay?
Hey, but Wallace is spinning on the 1s and 2s right now, so
and doing a mighty fine job, might I add. Good looking out, Wallace. Good looking out. And no, I will not spit 8 bars tonight, Wallace. No, just forget. No. Stop asking. No.
See, unless they're candy bars.
Candy bars, sure. Down with that.
Yeah, so I got a Butterfinger waiting on me after this.
Man, you lucky summer.
Hey, nobody better lay a finger.
I'm not really a Butterfinger fan like that. I'm just mad you got candy and I don't.
Hey,
I want some candy. I got Oreos.
Plug, Dollar Tree.
Hey, that's what's popping. That's the stop before you go to any movie.
Most definitely.
Gotta get them.
Dollar Tree. They got all them discounts. And you know what else got them discounts? Surfshark.
Yep.
So if you get up on Surfshark, you better get out there and get up on that, man. Go ahead and take yourself to surfshark.deals and /nerdzit. And if you use that promo code, man, you get 83% off.
Who else you know get you 83% off other than your boys?
And 3 extra months for free.
If that ain't a NERDVENGER hookup, I don't know what is.
I don't know what is either, man. There's the link right there in the chat. Take you down over there and don't be one of them guys. Don't be a John Walker Captain America.
He doesn't have Surfshark. And he does not have what happened to him.
You know who else didn't have Surfshark? Battlestar.
No.
And you saw what happened to him. It was my chest.
My bloody chest.
He should have went in there with his Jamaican colors.
If he had, he might still be with us. But instead, my man had to go to
the upper room with Jesus.
If you ain't trying to go there, you better get your Surfshark on, man. 83% off and 3 months. Don't get no better, man. Don't get no better.
No, don't. Most definitely. You know what else don't get no better? Hearing this Disney and Sony deal going down, man.
Look, I mean, is it not just the most nerdiest shit ever to hear that all of our nerdy spider dreams could be coming true?
Yes.
Isn't it
I want it.
Amazing?
I want it.
Oh man.
Most definitely. Like it needs to. Like 2022 can't come any faster, man. Like I don't want to put that energy out there rushing time. You know, I like to live in the moment. But I would love to start seeing some, Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099. I'm actually going to be interested in seeing Madam Web. I'd like to see what's going on with Spider-Woman. Like, give me all of it. I don't even like spiders.
Right.
But I like Spider-Man. Down for that, man. Like, it needs to happen.
Man. Agreed. Agreed.
It's like this Disney and Sony deal. Like, so for any of you guys who have been in the NERDVENGERS in the den for a while, you remember that Josh was he's always been speculating about my man Feige getting his hands on some of them IPs and some of them properties, because a lot of stuff that we're getting in these new Disney Plus shows point to Thunderbolts and then Dark Avengers, and you can't really have Dark Avengers without Norman Osborn, and he's been kind of confirmed to be seen in Spider-Man 3. So the fact that we're going to be getting that MCU canon, and the fact that we got this Disney Sony deal, there's a lot of different implications that come with it. Not just the Spider-Man properties too, because now they're actually able to make shows, and the movies are going to be showing up. It's going to make Disney Plus like the most lucrative place to be if you're a nerd and you're into all those IPs. And especially even if you're not, even if you're a normie, now you got a place to go to learn all you can about Spider-Man. You get to see him hang out with the Avengers and whatever other Avengers, whether we get them dark, light, brown, or cooked all the way thoroughly. My man Spider-Man is going to be all up in the mix.
Exactly.
Like, they get all of those IPs too. So you get to see Green Goblin. It makes sense now for Doc Ock to be in Spider-Man 3. It makes sense that we're starting to see all of these little villains start to pop up in the MCU. And it's like, well, how? Bam. This right here.
Now, the homie dropped this at the tail end of yesterday's Nerdy News Rundown. So
yes, he did.
I say we go ahead and let him break it down for us from his perspective, and then we do what we do, which is get to that speculation.
Yes, sir.
Let's go on and make it happen real quick.
For the people.
And here we go.
According to Deadline, a massive deal that is being called unprecedented has been worked out between Sony Pictures and Disney to make all of the Sony movies from 22 to 2026 all show up on Disney platform. It's weird the way that it's worded in the article. They're talking about like Hulu, Freeform, but they say there's no exact plans on Disney Plus yet. But the main reason this is being called unprecedented is that it was literally just announced about a month ago that Netflix and Sony have a very interesting deal to have all of the Sony movies go directly to Netflix on like day one or on a very quick turnaround from the theater. Now, when that story broke, I was confused because I thought there was evidence that Sony stuff was kind of being developed for Disney Plus. There were some Sony writers that were talking about different Sony projects that would end up on Disney Plus. One of the writers for one of the upcoming Spider-Man shows literally indicated that you'd be seeing that show on Disney Plus, which was a big head scratcher for people. So now a lot of this is making sense, and it should put Marvel fans at ease, because when the Netflix deal was announced, I kind of thought, oh man, what if Kevin Feige and Sony had a breakup? What if it didn't work out the way we thought? Oh, this is bad news for Tom Holland and for the future of Spider-Man. But this story would indicate that some kind of weird, unprecedented deal has been reached. Again, you can double check on Deadline, but what we are hearing and what we are taking away from all the different articles that I just briefly read is that Netflix and Sony still have the sort of first go at the streaming service. So when the films first like get taken off of the theatrical run, or perhaps on day and date, they will be going to Netflix. And then after their Netflix run, all Sony movies from 2022 to 2026 are then going to end up on Disney Plus. This is like such a bizarro deal. I'm going to be doing more research on this. I'll probably talk about this on the morning stream tomorrow over on our live streaming channel. But wow, what a ridiculous story. Netflix, Disney, Sony, movies going to Netflix on like the same day or on a very tight release window, and then ending up on Disney Plus. How in the world is this happening? Like this.
Exactly.
How,
Sway?
We have entered the multiverse, man.
That we have. You know what this
definitely
is? I was thinking about this. And this right here, this is some of that good old fashioned. Damn, Wallace.
Right?
Like Wallace just
never stopped spinning.
He never stopped spinning. He never stopped. But this is some of that what I call good old fashioned white sugar 6D chess. And let me tell you how. So these Spider-Man movies are supposed to come on, and they're gonna whether they do simultaneous release, theatrical release, however it works, they'll be on Netflix first.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then after they've done their rotation there, then they'll go ahead and do Disney Plus with it. Now, here's the thing about that. What do we know, and what have we been talking about is coming from the MCU? Probably
besides
a
whole bunch of juicy content.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides a whole bunch of juicy content.
A whole bunch of juicy content. But the key: Secret Invasion, Secret Wars, all kind of multiversal crazy implications.
Mm-hmm.
And what movie seems to have some key ties to the Secret Wars and the multiversal implications? Well, that would be Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know that in the Secret Wars is probably a few years off, but there's where the 6D chess and the brilliance of White Sugar comes in. Because he says, we're going to let y'all drop these movies. They'll show up on Netflix first, but once they become integral, which will only happen when we drop our multiverse shit, then they gonna show up on Disney Plus when everybody's gonna be trying to binge watch to catch up and make sure that they got all the information they need, all the theory crafting that they wanted to do, speculating, going back and forth to speculation town, the whole nine. All of that's gonna happen where? On Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
White should be working, man.
Don't he though, man?
We just like a few months ago were like straight up wondering if Sony and Marvel were even going to be able to sit down at the table and have a conversation. It wasn't that long ago that we saw the homie politicking. We straight saw him politicking, trying to get both sides to come together. You know, Tom Holland was out there hustling.
Tom Holland was about that.
He was. And apparently either that paid off or somebody got on their right mind, because all of this, man.
I mean, you saw it was such a negative falling out when we heard that, you know, they were trying to rip Spider-Man from the MCU. It's like the way that they introduced him, the entire, like the age range, and then how they've handled those stories. You can't make $1 billion off of an IP and then decide it's like, oh, okay, we're just gonna take it back over here. Sony got a taste to see that, Feige knows what he's doing. It's where it's at. Part. The people see that, and I think it would have been. I mean, I feel like the homie Josh said, like them taking it back to Sony. If that had actually been the way that things had went, they would have lost a little bit of money, but we all know we still would have went out to go watch all them Spider-Man movies. We just griped about the fact that Sony still has it and blah, 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 blah. But I think Sony decided to listen. They decided to listen and was like, yo, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You make $1 billion, I make $1 billion. We in this together.
Exactly.
So we'll see how long that goes. So far, they're saying they're going to do that for the next 4 years when that starts. It's going to have huge implications on not just the multiversal end of things, where how they probably will handle Spider-Man, but again, like the homie said, they're going to be leading into Secret Wars. And who wouldn't love to see a version of Spider-Man and how he actually acquired the first black suit?
Right.
I'm pretty sure I would enjoy seeing how that actual story goes, and they can take it from whichever iteration they want to take it. It's going to be epic as hell. So I'm down, man. I'm totally glad to see that they decided to work together, shake hands, and give we win as fans. Like, yes, we totally killing this as fans. If 2021 couldn't do anything, it should totally be able to at least unite us to sit down and watch television and enjoy it within 100. The next few years.
100.
So I'd like to see some more of that cohesiveness.
No, I'm with you 1,000%. And as a Spider-Man fan, just the possibilities of what we could actually get. Like, that's what's killing me. It's like I can't even, like, in my mind fathom where all of this is going. And we even have kind of an idea, you know what I'm saying, with the Spider-Verse stuff and all of that. You know that they bringing Toby back. Andrew's coming back. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And then you sprinkle onto that the news about the Defenders.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Like
we thought that they were gone, and now we find out.
We had hope. I had hope.
We already knew Charlie Cox was coming back.
Yes.
But ladies and gentlemen, the word out in them streets is John Bernthal is coming back
as the Punisher.
And
you got Kristen Ritter coming back as Jessica Jones.
That part.
And another great favorite, you get the main D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin.
Yes.
That's just the bow. That's the bow on all of it right there.
That's straight up. Straight up it is.
We don't need nobody else.
No, not in
no new friends.
No new friends.
No.
We don't need them. Don't need them.
No, we do not.
Dude,
and it's ooh. I need a breath for a second.
Like, even Windows was like, ooh.
Right. Windows was like,
hey. That's what I'm saying,
hit you
man.
With that Drake yes emoji.
Yeah, man. But it's just too crazy, man. Like, you got so imagine Kingpin and the Webbed One.
Yes.
Could come on, man. There. Like, now we now we have a through line. Like, this is what we've been waiting for, man. Like,
yes,
give
most definitely.
Me all the Spider-Verse. I want it all. I want every bit of it. Please.
Yes, and the fact that we're getting Bernthal and all the ones the good ones. We're getting all the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to give a special shout out to the homie Zack Snyder and the Snyder Cut. And the biggest reason why I'm gonna do that is because we got to see the power in the fans having a voice and getting what they wanted. And I feel like clearly, if they took nothing else out of that, Marvel looked at that and was like, yo, we totally got to give these people what they want. These IPs were great, and we need to bring them back. But don't expect them to have any ties to any of the Netflix shows, okay? Don't expect nobody to mention The Hand. Don't nobody expect to mention that version of Micro or like their story, their background may be completely different depending on what kind of it seems like the MCU is running with the comic runs of the most recent times. So however those runs are most definitely probably how you'll see the Daredevil and Punisher and all them reprise their roles. And no mention of anything before, which I'm actually glad for, because although I did really enjoy those IPs over on Netflix, I do feel like they could have done better with the mitigation of the story. I feel like some of those were just like, hey, we're going to take some of these well-known ties to these characters. We're going to throw them in here and just mix them up in this pot and hopefully see how they go. And of course, we were all enthralled because of the level, just keep it real, the level of violence which a lot of these shows portrayed. Their Daredevil, the Punisher, the Punisher was the Punisher.
Yeah.
All
straight
100%
up.
Way.
Straight
Kilgrave,
up.
An awesome character. Kilgrave actually made me really want to enjoy watching Jessica Jones just for the simple fact of it's like, how is old girl gonna get out of this? We see she's not under his control, but they kind of put her through a Superman deal. It's like, he can't hurt her, so he hurt everything around her and played a cerebral game, and with all that strength, there was nothing she could do. And it's completely awesome. So I'm hoping that we also get David Tennant. He'd be dope to come back, which makes me want to segue and make sure you guys know to come check on the Discord, because we have the Doctor Who watch party as well.
Facts.
We have that again tomorrow night.
Shout out to the Whovians.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Am I saying the right time this time?
Is it? Right? Is it? Yeah, I think it is 9 p.m. I believe it's 9 p.m.
Yeah. 9 p.m. We're going to have the homies Whitney and Jennifer in there walking us on through and getting us through those Doctor Who doctors. The doctor, how you would hear them say. So make sure you come through for that. But yes. Most definitely. I am so happy to see that Marvel's ears are in these streets. They're seeing what we enjoy. And they only brought back the ones that we asked for. If you notice, unfortunately, I was even talking with my pops about this the other day, and Iron Fist was a drag. They had potential in season 2 that they wasted and squandered. And Luke Cage, another one, I feel like they kind of watered him down and made him a little too centric in what his IP was. They could have broadened that a heck of a lot more. Luke Cage is not a bad character, but I would like to see them maybe let that taste continue to go where it's going, and maybe we'll get them in some other way in the future. But these four,
now
I'm happy.
Let me ask you that real quick on Luke Cage, because I actually really enjoyed Luke Cage. The first season.
I did on certain levels.
The first season.
Yeah.
Now, in particular, if you want to break it down, even with the first half of the first season, because at this point it ain't a spoiler alert. If you ain't seen this shit already, then too damn bad.
I'm about to say.
But the moment they killed off Cottonmouth, it was like, man, why?
Right.
Why? Like, my dude made that show. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, we gonna get Mahershala Ali back as Blade, but yeah, my man was doing it as Cottonmouth. But my question to you is, do you think, or how do you think Luke Cage would be? How good do you think it would be if it had Malcolm Spellman running it?
Ooh. Now that's actually a really good question. So that's kind of hard to answer, because I feel like it depends on the platform again. So if they actually decided to bring Luke Cage back and turn it into a Disney Plus show, I think with what we see in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, it'll be handled very well.
Right.
I think he might have a little more space to expand if it was on something like Netflix. Because they have a wide range of things that they have on their platform. So I feel like, and possibly he probably would have had more time as well. like a Malcolm Spellman series that had like 13 episodes,
yeah,
I feel like there probably would have been an episode or two that would have heavily leaned into a lot of the things that he has in his series so far. We probably would have, again, like I said, probably would have got maybe staggered, probably wouldn't have been back to back, but we would have gotten more of an amalgamation of that. So I think if it was handled by him, I think we probably would have liked Luke Cage a little better, because at least it seems, at least with Malcolm Spellman, he's not too orientated or focused on just the black element of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just exactly how it's that with the world wrapped around it as well. So you get to an actual honest look at everything all at once, and not just completely getting sucked into one part of it or being kept there. You know, you're like, there's not anything I could say from the Falcon and Winter Soldier that had that element in it that I'm stuck on for wrong reasons. I'll bring them all up, and they all are for the right reasons, and they steer you in the correct way. So I think Luke Cage probably would have had a better chance if it had him. But like I said, there's always a chance that we could see they're probably just not. You got to think though, they're bringing back those actors. That was a big thing about what people wanted to see when it came to those characters. It wasn't just the fact that they wanted Daredevil and Punisher. They could have casted anybody to be these people, but it's just the fact that they brought these characters to life. When I look at Jon Bernthal, to be honest, I kind of remember seeing him on The Walking Dead, but I don't see nothing Walking Dead when I look at Jon Bernthal. I see the Punisher. Charlie Cox, to be honest, I'm not sure what other IPs he's been in before Daredevil, but when I see him, I see Daredevil. Same thing with Kristen Ritter. So they brought back these actors. So I'm not sure if maybe they actually did proposition them, the actors for Luke Cage and Iron Fist, to maybe bring them back, and maybe they were just done with it, ready to move on. Who knows if they just didn't want to come back because they had their run and they were fine with that. And then maybe they'll just, like I said, do that again later. I don't see those being dead characters. I just see them out of all the IPs that had dropped on Netflix, they were just the lowest testing, to be completely honest. So, they probably didn't ask them because, nobody asked for them to come back. So, yeah, like I think, like I said, like I've been saying, getting these four, knowing that we're going to get a Kingpin and it's going to be handled just right, and knowing that there's a possibility that not only can we see the Web Slinger being able to interact with Kingpin, but we can also get Daredevil in the middle of that too, the both of them teaming up. You know how great of friends Daredevil and Spider-Man is? Like, I would love to see how they play that dynamic up, especially if they kind of keep, I'm hoping they like keep some elements of the characters. They don't have to reference anything that they did in the Netflix, but if we can still kind of keep that heart of the characters, still have them be street level, and still keep some of their early, like an early iteration of them, and not make them too grizzled, I think that would be good, because especially where we left off, where Daredevil was in his character development, it would be cool to see him kind of lighten up a bit because of somebody like Spider-Man. And after having to deal with somebody like the Punisher, to see that anti-hero, to be around a true hero, and not just somebody who, it was thrusted upon Spider-Man to be Spider-Man, but it was like he almost kind of took that as well. He took that mantle. Jessica Jones doesn't want to be a hero at all. And, like I said, the Punisher, he's an anti-hero. He's not out there. He's out there guns blazing. So it would be nice to see those characters all kind of interact, and with a character like Spider-Man, and either lighten up or however they are in the comics. That would be dope. Well, I'm totally down to see all of that.
Here's another thing that I just thought about too. We now have Ryan Reynolds Deadpool and Jon Bernthal Punisher in the same universe, y'all. Like, think about the crazy epic shit that could be thrown at us just for shits and giggles. Like, Feige, White Suge is literally about to be at the point where my man is about to have all the Infinity Stones and be like, you know what? I'm just going to shape this shit the way I see fit. Like, that's literally where we headed right now. And most all definitely. That means for us is more nerdy MCU goodness, y'all. Like, it's so not, and I hate to say this, I hate to say it, but it's so not fair to DC. Because like this is why I say DC doesn't need to worry about trying to be on the level of an MCU. Like they don't need to be trying to do Marvel. You don't want to. You don't even worry about trying to compete with that right now. Like just establish some consistency because Marvel is just so far. The MCU is so far ahead right now. Like they lapping DC, and it's not even like a competition thing. It's like I'm so not throwing salt. It's just you can't.
It is
like,
what it is.
You have to exactly. You got to understand, man. Like I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. We ain't won shit in like 20 exactly. But at some point, you just got to accept the fact. You know, we trash. We trash, and we need to do something about being trash. Like you don't say let's win the Super Bowl this year. How about let's have a winning record? Let's get a playoff win. Let's make it to a conference championship. Like small steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like let's tackle this thing little by little. That's what DC need to be doing. Because right now, I hate to say this because this was one of my least favorite teams, but Feige looking like Tom Brady right now, man.
Oh man,
it's like he just show up and he like, so who gonna get these rings with me?
I would say he looked like Tom Brady in the first 8 years.
Yeah,
right before you get tired of watching him winning so damn much.
Right,
like it don't matter what team he on, he always winning. Like this is Feige right now. The first like 8 years or so, where it's like, oh, Tom Brady's doing the damn thing. Got nothing bad to say, and I hope it always stays that way for Feige because you know my man is forever. Like you talking about, almost got all the Infinity Stones. I mean, he just used the Time Stone blatantly on everybody to where you know now we're about to get X-Men and all these properties that they wanted to bring back in 2008.
Right.
Here it is. By 2028, we could get all of that, and it'd be a normal thing. It's not even we're finally getting it. By 2028, we'll be like, so where do you think the X-Men are going to leave after they get to the Savage Land or whatever the case?
Right.
How you think Mr. Sinister is going to?
Right.
We're going to be getting into those types of conversations.
Exactly.
So if you ain't nerdy, if you ain't part of Den of Nerds, what is you doing with your life?
I'm trying to tell you, man. Trying to tell you. Matter of fact, this is what we finna do. We gonna roll these commercials to further cement that fact that if you are not a member of the NERDVENGERS community, then what the hell are you doing with yourself? Obviously nothing. Don't make me go Everest commercial on you right now.
I'm trying to tell you.
We gonna roll these commercials, and then we coming back, and you already know what we got to get in to. So let's do it.
Roll that beautiful commercial footage.
Of course.
Don't be startled, non-Venger. Are you satisfied with your other nerd channels? Do you want a more engaging experience with your nerd content? Do you enjoy looking at Josh's face? Well then join the NERDVENGERS, the most immersive nerd community around. Once you'll join, you'll gain access to wonderful extras, like private watch parties, exclusive live streams, specialized Discord channels, merch perks, discounts, and much, much more. Join the best group of nerds on the internet. Don't be a non-Venger. Join the NERDVENGERS today. Are you calling 911? Come on, Chet. Let's skedaddle.
That's right, the boy got fresh, about to turn up. Let me look at myself. Swaggy. Oh yeah, you know your boy about to go get it poppin', but first I need some of that Lavish Main purple drink. Turn up. Let me grab these keys and then I'm about to turn up. What it do, neighborhood?
he is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
We gon' razz it up, we gon' jazz it up, we gon' snazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz it up, we gon' jazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz. Huh? What? Really? Oh, dang. It sucks having to go home after making a purple drink commercial. People call your names.
Whatever, asshole.
Even walking down the street looks bleak. Look at this. I even got a ticket. Ugh. Traffic sucks. Man, nothing seems to go right. When I get home, my wife look like she about to beat my ass.
I know she better get that damn purple drink money too. Better bring that home.
So I sit down at the table. She still know what I need. Some of that purple drink. Oh yeah. Some new tune after that. Hook it up, snazz it up with that purple drink. And now, back to the show.
Yeah.
So nice, they almost wanted to watch it twice.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but you can't only get one commercial cycle per show, everybody. One commercial cycle per show.
We will be having some new ones coming soon. We just want to make sure that all the beautiful broken Nerdvengers, all the new ones, get to see the greatness. Get to see Purple Mane. We got plenty more in store.
Oh yes.
But now, back to Falcon and Winter Soldier.
You heard?
What do you think? Look at this. Look at the shirt. Everybody look at the shirt, okay? Game 6, episode 6. It's going down. Big finale. I'm guessing. What do you think, man?
I'm saying, look, everybody knows I'm not the biggest fan of one JC, but the line is appropriate because I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier is about to go Tyson Jackson Jordan game 6. It's going down. The man's going psycho like Michael. It's wild up in here. Ain't no more debating. We finally get to open the box so that Vito can get his payoff and finally see the costume he had to wait a whole week to see because he obviously didn't want to check the leaks out online, apparently.
Right. He missed them toys. When I was showing y'all the toys,
he didn't want to do it.
Choking.
Exactly.
Come on. That's what the toys was for, man. Now we know. We know what's in the box, okay? We know what's in the box. That's the least of my worries. What I want to know is, what's the non-homie John Walker gonna do when he's John strutting down the street? You thought I was gonna say John Walker, didn't you? Yeah. There you go, Felicity, with your dad jokes. What's he gonna do? Like, is he gonna team up with the Falcon and Winter Soldier? They're gonna have to take him down again. Like, that's a problem. That is a problem right there. We got some things tied up in this last episode. We already know that they're gonna wind up. They got that boat going. The boat's gonna be up and running, I bet you, by this episode. Yeah, for sure. They might wind up getting a couple of grants at the end of this. I really want to know how they're going to transition Falcon into being the Captain America voice that we're all waiting for. I still think Isaiah Bradley is going to come out in public, get all shaved and cleaned up in a cream suit. Yeah, I said it, in a cream suit. I think he's going to meet him up, and he's going to probably give him that last little bit of inspiration, that last little bit of tangent evidence that he needed in order to become the Captain America Falcon that we know that he can be. And then I wonder where it's going to leave Bucky. There's so many questions, man. You got any kind of speculatory answers for your boy?
Well, I honestly feel like the most important question is hopefully going to be answered tonight. Who is this power broker and do they matter?
No.
I want to know. I want to know. But I don't think the power broker is going to matter. I don't think so either. The power broker will be revealed to be one Ralph Boner.
Ooh.
That
would actually be the icing on the cake if it
was. Wouldn't it though? Wouldn't it? Man.
Well, I got a little fanboy dreaming for me. confirmation that we have the Defenders character showing up,
Mm-hmm.
I would love for the Power Broker to turn around menacingly and be the Kingpin himself.
Oh man, that would be some shit. I believe.
Yes,
I believe
that would make up. That would make up for all the fucking bells and whistles that they threw at us this whole series so far.
Yeah, it definitely would. But I just don't think it's gonna happen.
No, fanboy
dreaming
like,
indeed.
You know, like it'd have to be White Vision too. I'd love to see a White Vision with somehow with some green hair, so he can kind of feel human. Give him some Joker-esque hair on the top.
Oh
with
man,
with some glowing eyes.
No,
I would love to see that.
No. Honestly, man, I don't think this Power Broker situation is going to be that big of a deal. But the John Walker situation and what's going to happen with him, I think my man is going to show up and decide he's there to save the day because he's Captain America.
Yes.
And if you get in my way, then I'm going to drop you like a bad habit. Except he ain't going to be ready to deal with the real Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Because my man Sam ain't finna be about no bullshit come tonight.
Nope.
My man will be suited and booted and ready to do whatever it takes.
Yes, sir.
To win the day.
Them vibes is going to be completely vibranium. I bet you his suit is going to be made out of the same stuff that they made the Black Panther suit out of. And he's going to be able to do a lot more than just fly around with wings.
Yeah.
Ain't going to be ripping them wings off,
no.
Putting sauce on them.
Nah.
No barbecue here.
No, sir.
Only at Sam's house. Only at Sam's house in Louisiana.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, man. Now you're making me hungry talking Cajun wings.
Hey, let's not get into food. We know how these NERDVENGERS get.
Yeah,
when
they
we talk
lose
too much
they
about
lose their mind, man. They lose their mind.
Right.
But
plus, I'm not eating anything tonight, so.
Facts. True facts. But
true facts.
Tonight, man, so let me ask you. We here. The finale's here. Before we even get to the finale, how do you feel about the series? Did the series deliver for you? Did it leave a little bit to be desired? Where are you at with it?
I would have to say yes, shifting my expectations after seeing what we got from WandaVision and then seeing the trailer for especially how they, we're still waiting for it, but how they bigged up Black Widow's new trailer.
Right.
I have some fresh hype. It's not up there on the Richter scale or nothing like that. But seeing the comparative differences in what we've gotten, I would say for this series is a nice wrap up, a nice tie up to what's been going down with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier after Endgame.
Right.
This leaves no questions. No questions about the characters. It's clear, and that's what the important thing is to me in the story. You want to make sure that your main characters' arc are clear. You don't want to leave questions that it's like silly questions. You don't want to leave any silly questions that ambiguate what's going to happen with them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, but so far, they've answered all types of questions. They've hit many different points. They've even went places I didn't even think that they were gonna go. Among all the changes they made, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I would say I think I would be completely blown away if they didn't have to make said changes, but I am at least satisfied with what they've given me. So yeah. So how about you? How'd you feel about it so far?
Yeah, I started out really high with the show, and then I kind of leveled out, and I think where we are now, barring some kind of a massive train wreck of a finale, I think the show is still gonna. I'm still gonna end pretty high with this one. And what this show did for me was it showed me a way or a path that you can give me interesting character development in a comic book themed product. Because again, I was the dude that was like, nah, man, I'm just here to see the space wizards and all of this crazy shit and see everybody fighting and do that whole thing. I want the action. I don't need none of all of this development stuff because that's not what I'm here to watch. But what this show did was it actually gave me a a path to where I can actually say, you know what? It is possible for the MCU to make me care about a character more than I care about what's going on screen.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what this show kind of did for me, that I was missing with WandaVision. And that's not to say WandaVision was terrible, but for my taste, this show, and maybe it has something to do with some of the content being more relatable. Definitely won't, ignore that. But I think even more than that, these stories are more relevant, in my opinion, to what we know as the MCU. Now, Wanda might actually end up proving to be more integral as we move forward in this phase. But I think for everybody, we can agree that the legacy of Cap Shield and what was going to happen with that and what was going to happen with the Captain America persona, period, was kind of one of the top things we wanted to know was going to happen post Endgame. Right. And so watching this story, if you even take the social commentary aspect of it out, has still been interesting to watch Sam's journey to accepting his role as Captain America and Bucky kind of coming full circle to understand his place in the world and kind of, finally exercising the last of those Winter Soldier demons. So that to me is interesting because like those are two threads that were introduced in the MCU in those movies, like with Winter Soldier, for example, and that kind of continue to build gradually. And so for me, again, it just appeals to me more so with this show. So I still say that, again, as long as it's not a train wreck tonight, I'm going to end up pretty high marks on this show.
Yeah, I have to totally agree with that. I don't have any 10s yet in this episode. In this series, I'm really hoping that this next episode will at least get me close to that. I reserve the right to give it a 10 tomorrow or this morning. I'm gonna probably wake up and catch it. But anyway, like I think that what you said is a great point. That the MCU was capable of changing your mind about wanting to come through and just see a whole bunch of nerdy things that you resonate with, as far as like characters in that sense, and changing that to where you actually care about some of the the lesser characters, some of the, what we would call B-roll characters. And I think that's really what's important and kind of powerful in what they did in these Disney Plus shows. Because I remember when we did that we had to talk about this on the Discord on the stage, and hearing people like Krim and them being like, now I can actually see Sam being Captain America. And here it is, like not even a few months ago where we were even speculating on the show, we were all like, like it would be cool if he got the shield for a little bit, but then gave it to someone else. Like now we're like, nah, if my man don't take that shield by the end of this, I got a problem.
Exactly.
So they did an awesome job with making and with flexing the ability that they can even do that. You know what I mean? Like to have people who were like, nah, and be completely stubborn about it, to being like, okay, no, I want this now, and if I don't get this is a problem. Like, big ups to what they're doing over there in Marvel. Yeah, it's just completely amazing, man.
It is. It's just so true. And the last episode I gave a 9.5. That was the highest rated episode I've had for this series yet. I don't know if this finale is gonna top that for me, but I do see a way that it could. If we get,
I am all ears, man.
If we get a dope ass reveal for the Power Broker that ties into where we think and we're pretty sure this shit is going in terms of Secret Invasion and maybe the Skrulls and all of that, then I might be like, now you got me. Because the one thing that we didn't have in WandaVision was anything that kind of dovetailed into this show. They're totally separate entities. And I think all of these shows are going to be that. But if there was one little breadcrumb that maybe left some implications to even the TVA somehow, or something like that. Like if we started getting those kind of connections already, even if it was like slight, and it could be something as much like basically for me, if this show ends up giving me something that I end up questioning for like the next several weeks or until I get a definite answer, then I'll put this at a 10 because I don't feel like there's anything that this show could surprise me with, even with the Power Broker reveal, unless it's something totally out of left field that nobody has said. Like if it turns out to be Sharon or something like that, I'm not going to be disappointed, but I'm going to say, okay, people saw that coming. You know what I'm saying? But if it ends up being something where it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that, then I will, and the show delivers on everything else, then it could be a 10 easy. It could be a 10
most definitely
easy.
Most definitely.
I will say this though, and this is, I know if the homie was still awake, I'm sure he's catching some naps before he get that that marathon going.
Got to get it popping in an hour, man.
I think the homie Josh would appreciate this sentiment. I do expect tonight's episode to be the best action we've had all season.
Yes.
If the action tonight doesn't top what we've gotten, I'll be slightly disappointed. Like in order for me to give this a 10, the action is going to have to be on point. They're going to have to come up with a nice, clean ending, but they're also going to have to surprise me with at least one element that I didn't see coming. If you nail all of those, kind of knowing everything else or kind of being able to gauge the rest of the things that we kind of expect to see, like we expect to see a John Walker showdown at some point. We expect to see, this whole situation with the Flag Smashers play out, whether it ends up being good or bad. We expect to see that, you know what I'm saying? There will probably be some reference to the Fontaine character later and her implications with John somewhere in this episode, probably towards the end. So those things, like all of those beats, we kind of expect to hit, and then we also expect to kind of see a resolution of Bucky's arc with his list, probably going back to have a conversation with the Asian man. So those are things that we kind of expect to see. But if you hit me with all of that and then you give me something I wasn't expecting and the action is on point, then I might have to drop that 10. I might have to drop that 10.
So I got a question for you then. So I mean, and I know this rating basically just goes for the episode, to give it a 10. But I got a question. If this episode comes out and it's not a 10 by itself, say it comes out and it's a good little wrap up, we get kind of like you said, all the answers to these questions, it's satisfactory, maybe about an 8 or so. What do you think the rewatch, the binge rating altogether will be? Do you think as a whole series, going back and watching episodes 1 through 6, do you think it'll be worthy of a 10 at that point as a whole? Or do you think it'll probably settle? Because like I gave, for example, I gave WandaVision a comfortable 7.3. I was about 7.3 with WandaVision. More take than give. But I would say at where I am with Winter Soldier is higher, at least. And we could probably either get up on points because we're not on episode 10 yet or episode 6 yet, so to give it a 10 yet. But again, what do you think the rewatch, the binge on this would be for people who might have actually been like, oh, they're talking Falcon and Winter Soldier, so we're gonna dip out of this show because we ain't watched it yet. We're waiting for it all to come out. We're gonna binge watch it. What do you think it'll be for them?
I think that will give it probably somewhere in the 8 to 9 range. Because I think when you look at it holistically, you'll have a different appreciation for it. And this is something that, I even have to admit about WandaVision. Watching WandaVision straight through as opposed to watching it episodically, you feel a little bit better about it, and it hits a little different. Because it's like, okay, you're not waiting. And I saw the homie, I can't think of the name. It was Trey Swish, I think it was, in one of our Broke Vengers. Shout to Trey Swish in the 2-way. Mentioned the same thing, but it's like you want to make sure that it hits and you have a nice flow to it. And these shows, or I think WandaVision does that when you on the rewatch, you actually do see the connectivity, and you can kind of follow it a lot better because you don't have that week to dissect it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have all this time to go back and kind of comb through every little detail and say, well, I didn't like this, or why didn't they explain that, or what have you. You get to see the whole thing start to finish and then formulate your opinion after that.
Right. Right.
But I will say this about Falcon though. I don't think Falcon is that important, or it makes that big of a difference for Falcon. Because with the Falcon and Winter Soldier story, there were cliffhangers, sure, but there was nothing that like you kind of followed, and there's nothing in this story that kind of throws you for a loop. You know what I mean? Right. There's no huge reveals that make you go, wait, what happened, or where is this going? You kind of pretty much, this has been, I guess, for lack of a better term, it's been a straightforward story. So I think I don't think the fluctuation is gonna be as much as it is with WandaVision, because WandaVision was a different beast. You know what I'm saying? Like WandaVision, you were watching those episodes, and after they were over, there was like so much that you had questions about that it gave you too much time to start formulating answers to those questions, and then ultimately being let down because we all realized by the end that our expectations for the show were just far beyond what the reality of what they were trying to create, or what they ended up creating was. And again, you can say that had to do with reshoots, or, you know, the pandemic, or whatever the case may be. The fact remains that the show that we got, you know, the way that it hit was based on each one of those episodes kind of building up to something. And then at the end, you kind of deciding whether or not you felt the buildup was justified. I don't think we have that with Falcon and Winter Soldier, because I think the buildup in this show has been like the ultimate reveal of Sam in the Captain America outfit, in the new outfit, and seeing how that plays out. Well, we know that's coming. Like they literally leave you on that note at the end of the last episode with my man popping open the briefcase and seeing and taking a look inside, looking like my man from Pulp Fiction.
The fact that they left it on, him opening the box, to me, that is a very classic / cliche way that you leave a television show on a cliffhanger. What's in the box? You kind of already know what's
Ain't no kinda. We all know it. Look, we already know.
I mean, right. So, I mean, it just pushes the point where people are like, oh, you can't trust what Feige says. Yes, you can. It pushes the point that my man said, this television. When you come and you're going to watch these episodes week after week, you are watching Marvel television. The MTU. Okay? This is the MTU.
Yes. And it's
not the MCU.
There is no question, because it's not that we kind of know what's in the box. No. Wakanda know what's in the box. And so do we know. And we know what's in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know. The whole world know what's in that box. And all we waiting for. See what I did there? Hey, that one's to you for listening. There's a dad joke for you.
Right. Yeah. She loves those dad jokes.
There you go. But yeah, we know what's in that box, bro. So it's like we ain't guessing. We just waiting for that reveal. We want to see how the homie look. And according to what I'm hearing in them streets, man, even if you saw it on the toy leaks, seeing it on Sam, man, it hit different. Pause.
Yes,
but it hit different when you see it in person, on screen, whole different scenario. So I'm all for it, man. I can't wait for that moment. And I hope that they really do that moment justice. Like, I hope that entrance is like on point all throughout. Like that I want that to be a moment where it's like the moment of the series. Where it's like, if you go back, I want to go back. It's like with Mando season 2, everybody wants to go and rewatch the Luke moment, right?
Right.
I don't think this will be on the same level as the Luke moment, but in terms of significance to the show, I want that to be the moment for this show, because I think
everything needs to culminate to that.
Yes,
for sure.
And I think Spellman is going to do it justice in that way, because I think from the MCU perspective and from kind of the social commentary perspective, he's made a point of making sure that is the focal point, is the story of Sam's journey to becoming and accepting his role as the next Captain America. So that's going to be crazy to check out. And Mike Porter, you a fool.
Ain't he though? We'll get into that later though.
Yeah, we will. But Mike Porter, you wild. I love you, sir. Glass half full. Man.
Yes.
But yeah, dude.
I wonder what you have at glass half full with.
It's
purple drink, I'm sure.
It better be purple drink.
It better be.
But yeah, man, like I can't believe, first of all, that it's been another 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we did WandaVision. That was 9 weeks? 9 weeks?
Mm-hmm, 9
well,
weeks.
8, because it was 2 episodes in the first.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So
yeah,
8 weeks. That's 2 months. Now we got another 6 weeks, man. And it's like, not only that, but that's not even, like we said at the top of the show, that's not even, you could make the argument that Falcon might not even be the hottest thing popping tonight. Like as much as, and that's not poo-pooing Falcon at all. So don't get it twisted. But that's where we are right now, is that you got the series finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier dropping tonight, and that might not be the hottest thing dropping tonight.
Yeah,
that's
man.
What we as nerds have been waiting for.
Yes.
Yes. Right here.
Oof. It's amazing.
It's crazy,
it's just,
man.
Oh, goodness. And like, I kind of feel like that's the reason why when it came to WandaVision, the speculation was just completely through the roof.
Yeah.
And to a point on that, like, I don't really want to blame too many things, but it's like we got a whole year, almost nothing.
Right.
For real. So it was like, I'm not going to blame Disney, Feige, or anything that the shows to some people were a disappointment. Honestly, like I said, that's why I keep saying it that way. Retailoring my expectations, I'm actually more satisfied than I originally was, because now I'm like, okay, this is the mode. I can go with it if I can get into a mode. And Disney has actually done Disney, Marvel, MCU, they're all the same to me. They've all done a great job of being able to actually help steer you back. You got to kind of think of it. We're like, we're in straitjackets, and it's like, we have to, what's happening? They have to ease us back into that Marvel universe again. There's no way that we could be able to go from having Endgame and straight jump into something as crazy as what's going on in Spider-Man 3. There's no way we'd be able to do that. And
we'd lose
leave too many things open. Yeah, and it would leave too many questions for us too. Because again, I can guarantee you, no matter how many people are complaining about the level of these shows, there would be questions if we didn't have them. What happened with Wanda? What happened with Vision? What's going on with, like, we would ask these questions, especially if we saw them in some kind of different stature-esque type place after Endgame. I don't really think I would want them to wrap this up in a movie. Could you imagine if they was trying to do all of these types of different elements in a movie? It'd be a mess. It would be like what they tried to do with Spider-Man 2 with all those villains and stuff. It would just fall apart.
Exactly.
So I think we're on a right pace. The way that this train is going, I don't feel like it's going to get derailed. I think this last episode is going to tie everything up. I know I'm for sure going to go back and binge watch it, because I'm going to have to compare the entire thing to it's Mortal Kombat is coming out. So it's like, I'm going to have to watch it in entirety. Well, but before you go where you go, this is still, again, a great part of Feige's 6D chess, because wasn't we just comparing this to the Snyder Cut?
Exactly.
When it started?
Exactly.
And so now here it is.
Taking my thunder. Taking my thunder. I was just about to go there. I was just about to go there. I was just about to do it. Because that's exactly what this is. And this is
right.
But this is the thing, though. We ain't comparing these MCU shows to everything else. We comparing everything else to the MCU shows. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yes.
yeah, the question was, okay, is Falcon Winter Soldier better than Zack Snyder's Justice League? The reason we were asking the question in that way is because we've already got Zack Snyder's Justice League in its entirety. And Falcon and Winter Soldier at that point was to be concluded. After tonight, though, that's it. So you'll have a 1-to-1 comparison, and you will finally be able to answer that question entirely. And then for my money, I think it just depends on what you like. Because I think in terms of content and in terms of entertainment value, I think both of those properties deliver and have delivered. I think, clearly Zack Snyder's Justice League, it was everything that we hoped it would be. We had the action, we had the better, context in the scenes. We got all the stuff that they kind of danced around in the version that we don't speak of anymore. So it was, and it was a moment, because that's the one thing, to go on a small tangent that we didn't really touch on when we talked about Zack Snyder's Justice League, was that was a moment for fans, because that was the first real example of like fan outcry leading to an actual project being greenlit and then and actually making its way to the screen. And so we, in that, the majority of us hardcore fans were watching that already in a triumphant mode, because we actually we were able to bring it to the screen, make it a reality. So I think there's a little bit of emotional tie to that slants people's, view of what it was. Not to say that it wasn't good. With Falcon though, Falcon is a show that comes in and it's under the pressure of having to kind of right, if you want to call them wrongs, the wrongs of WandaVision, because WandaVision was a little bit divisive, you know what I'm saying? But not only that, it's tackling a subject that is automatically going to make people understandably uncomfortable in certain aspects. And so it had the challenge of delivering and creating an entertaining show while still navigating that. And it was successful. You know what I mean? Like, that was the one thing that we've talked about every week that we've come back on here and talked about this show, is that it has done a great job of navigating the social commentary in a way that doesn't seem forced, that doesn't seem one-sided, and that really gives you an entertaining look at that whole aspect of, just the black experience, if you will, and how it relates it relates to Sam. So the fact that you were able to pull that off already, to me, is an accomplishment. And then it turns out to be entertaining on top of that. That's above and beyond when you consider, again, the climate and what it could have had going against it. And so rewatching it, once you sit back and you're able to watch all 6 episodes at once, I feel like if you really take a look at it and you juxtapose that against Zack Snyder's Justice League, you'll come to a conclusion that you might have one that you prefer over the other one, but for entertainment value, they're right on par with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that's got me so hyped about where we're going with, this MCU shit for the rest of the year, is because Wanda might have been a little shaky at times, but you still got the gist of what they were trying to accomplish. Whether you agreed, disagreed, whatever, you understood. Falcon, this is another one where, the Flag Smasher subplot is a little iffy and, leaves a little bit to be desired. We kind of know where that came from and why that whole plot line got chopped up and watered down. So, it is
Frankensteined it.
Exactly. We know what that is, but the story, I don't think the show itself suffered. And I think as we go forward now we get into the shows. There you go, Trey Swish. Now we getting into the shows that's really going to be like the meat and potatoes of the MCU going forward, because Loki is next. So then you get Loki, and you get to really see how they play with that cosmic element, because this is a point you brought up last week. Both of these shows were really grounded. We haven't really gotten to that cosmic shit just yet.
Yeah, that's where everybody's at. That's where everybody wants to see now. Like, we got the Earthbound with this show. We got the Mystic a little bit with WandaVision. Now we really everybody wants to get in outer space because that's where all the characters are. We went through a lot of the most interesting ones that come from Earth. And like even the ones that come from Earth that are just as badass as the ones that are out there in the cosmic space, they're actually out there in the cosmic space. Like, we have to go out there in order to get the Fantastic Four in the first place. For certain levels of the Phoenix, when we get to that, it's all out in the cosmic space, baby. So we really want to see what they're going to be doing with that. I'd love to see some Galactus and some Silver Surfer come flying through. So yeah, Thor gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
Loki's gonna be pretty elusive to that too. So I can't wait.
Yeah, it's just everything is falling into place, man. And after tonight, we will be one step closer to getting the whole picture. And that's what this whole year, I think, is about, is them framing the picture that is going to be the MCU for the next 5 to 7 years. And right now, and that's the thing that we got to remember, when we dissect it and analyze it and critique it and all of that, we still only looking at the frame right now, y'all. We ain't even got an idea of the actual picture yet. They just framing it up for us. And so after tonight, it's gonna be full speed ahead, man. So what you thinking about tonight, man? What is your Nerdvenger heart telling you about tonight's episode and where it might sit individually?
My Nerdvenger heart says something different than my Nerdvenger mind. My Nerdvenger mind really says that it's going to be about an 8.5 at the most. I'd like to say 9. I really do want to say 9. But at the most, my mind says 8.5. But my heart would really like to give it anywhere between 9.5 and a 10. I would really like, and like for me, even though this is a single episode, this episode is pivotal and important.
Yeah.
Because not only does this episode infringe on it itself being a 10, but for the entire series as a whole, like to wrap it all the way up, I might say that this episode is an 8.5, but it might make me say that this series is a 10.
Got you.
As a complete IP.
100.
So
totally get you.
On that, I will definitely have to say I give it two ratings, and one of them, like I said, 8.5 from the mind, and I'd love to give it a 10 from the heart, though. What about you, man? Where you at with that?
I'm sitting right now at tonight's episode being about a 9. I'm kind of skeptical about getting that I didn't see that coming element that I would need to take it up to a 10.
Yeah.
I really don't think that any of that is going to have any type of major implications going forward. My nerdy side really wants to see it, but realistically, I just don't think in the last episode of the series or the season we'll get any type of a reveal that's going to like blow our minds. I just don't see that.
Right.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I would say a 9. But to your point, if this finale is a 9, then rewatching this episode this season might actually put the season itself up there at a 10 or damn close.
Right.
Because
exactly
you would have a great start, a great end, and a coherent, cohesive middle with this show. And if you give me that, then it's gonna be hard for me to look back at this show and say it's something lower than like a 9. So that's where I'm at. Tonight, probably a 9. And if we do that, then I think looking back at the show, you might have to give it a 10, man. I might have to give it a 10.
I would love to be able to give it a 10 as a whole. That would be a great comeback from MCU, from what we got with WandaVision. And like I said, and that would be still considering that they had certain difficulties at the same time.
Yeah.
For them to still be able to pull out a 10 of an entire series or season, because I would rather say that these are turning out to be seasons than, because if we're going to call it a series, I can't, to me, calling something a series when it just has episodes, it doesn't have, it's not a series to me. It's just, I will continue to say IP or anything else. I would dance around that. But I don't think that they would just introduce these and then have it on Disney Plus and it just be just one little singular thing in this isolated section. I feel like a lot of these things deserve a season 2, especially if you're going to release them during a time that is difficult for you to put things out like you would as normal. I feel like the writers, the directors, like the cast, everybody needs that chance to be able to come back and I don't want to say redeem, because reasons and excuses, like we said a few episodes last time. I don't want to say redeem. I don't feel like, to me, like it knocked them off of some kind of pedestal or whatever. They still up there. It's just a little bruised. You know what I'm saying? It got chipped a little bit because somebody touched it. But all we got to do is find the proper element to restore it. And I feel like Falcon and Winter Soldier was a great element to add to do that. And I feel like Loki is going to be another great element that they just polish everything right back up. So we can continue to compare things to the MCU and not compare the MCU to other things.
Exactly.
It's a good motherfucking point.
Yeah, man.
Said there, man.
Trying to tell you,
Most
man.
Def.
It's
Most
power of white Suge. Power of white Suge. But I say we get into this conversation in libation, start talking about some of these super chats, because we got to cut out just a tad bit early so that we can let everybody get ready for the long haul. It is marathon night. You're fucking right. So let's do it.
Exactly.
Conversation and libation is open. All super chats will be read. If you don't got no bread, then don't sweat that. We'll try to catch you. And if not, there's always the Discord, man.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. And for me, I got top billing with Lord Vito with the $2 holla. And he said, drop some likes for the realest show on YouTube. And I'm inclined to agree with him. You should totally.
Fucking right.
You should be like elbow dropping.
Serious.
Like most def.
People's elbow too. Stunt with it.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Shoot, I don't even care if you happen to trip over the dislike. It still helps us out, man. It helps us out. And we got Nathan's Tattoos with the $4.99. He said, just showing some after dark love. Let's go, NERDVENGERS.
Appreciate that, man.
Sir. Most definitely. And I know you'll start to see later. I'll bring this up again later, but you'll see why some of these super chats started trickling in, and why we got Mike Porter coming through 3 or 4 times. We got Lord Vito with the $5. Said, don't forget to join the Discord for Al Smooth dropping the freestyles and singing her heart out.
You never know when it's gonna happen, man.
Never know what's going down, man. See, I came in at the right time, because you already know me and my music history. So I came in at the end. Didn't nobody get to hear me singing and everything.
Look, they got a whole concert out of my ass.
I know.
They got a whole concert out of my ass. Impromptu like a mug too.
I'm kind of like Jay-Z back in the day. Fuck you, pay me. So that's where I'm kind of getting that. That's where I'm at. One day, people. I do be dropping some songs in the Discord on the After Dark.
Yeah, you do. I
gave y'all some.
Dropping them nuggets, them gold nuggets.
Yeah, I gave y'all a couple.
Main Gang Mixtape. Hashtag Main Gang Mixtape.
Gang. We got Big Steve U with the $50. Big Stevie W with the $50 holla. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that, man.
Al, is that an MJ versus Phoenix Game 6 shirt? Word? I believe.
Close.
I believe
close. Again, and I saw
close.
Felicity slightly triggered when I said this, so I'm gonna say it again. And I did see Adam with his CGI water loving ass trying to throw shade too. Let me be clear. I am not a Jay-Z fan. I respect his grind and his success, and yeah, he got a couple of bangers, but I think the cat's overrated. However, the shirt is one of my favorite Jay-Z lines. He said he's likely to go Michael, take your pick, Tyson, Jackson, Jordan. Game 6.
Game 6.
Figured it was appropriate with tonight being the 6th episode. Hey, oh, too early, wrong one.
Yeah.
A little too soon. But yeah, man, appreciate the love on the shirt, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Game 6, episode 6. It's all going down tonight. Then we got Mike Hall.
Oh. Did we get a freeze on the homie? Hey, Wallace. Hey, check that out, Wallace. Where did my man go? Did we lose the homie? I think we lost the homie. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Let me try to grab some of these while the homie tries to make his way back in. We got also with the $5 says Silver Surfer is coming, my dogs. Hey, I am here for it. I am definitely here for it. Then we got Felicity Pooh Bell with the $20. Holla, appreciate you. Said love spending time in the after dark as always, so we can chop it up. Check out the unpopular opinions on the main gang server. As some of us have plenty of those, I'll try to hang for some of the watch party, but grown folks got jobs, right, Al? True story. True story. But we got to teach you the ways of how to make that, how to finesse that job stuff so you can still be down here with the NERDVENGER crew holding it down. Let's see. Who else we got here? We got Daniel Fisher, the $5. Appreciate you. Said gotta show the AD crew some love. Chill and get knowledge from y'all. Looking forward to phase 4. More Invincible and Bad Batch. Take my money. Gladly so. We appreciate the patronage, man. Then we got Bob Pulowski with the $20. Said Alan Lavis are the kings. AD equals always deliver. You ain't ever lied, my G. You ain't ever lied, man. We got Mas with the $14.99 super chat. Said this is only because your playlist got me through work on 420. Hey, that playlist was fire though. I gotta admit, it was fire. Appreciate that. And then we got Ryan Carter with the $99.99 super two-way. Much appreciated. Says, have appreciated both of your perspectives on Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's greatly amplified my viewing experience. TMM. Our pleasure, man. We just love being able to come up here and give y'all this nerdy content. We're glad that you're having a good time with us. Keep coming back. Appreciate you for sure. I see Tim Bear with the $5. Said, after dark, smash that like, talk that fight, drink that purple, and earn that nerd coin. Man, yes and yes. All of the above, please. Man. Oh, man. And then, wait a minute. I still see some more here. I got Mike Porter with the $1.99. Said the CGI water lover dropping some shade. Man, look. We ain't even gonna go there about that. We not gonna do that. We know what this is with this water shit, man. I swear y'all stay trying to trigger me, but I'm not gonna let it happen. No. Not gonna let it happen. Anymore. I might have missed a few there in the middle. Sincere apologies. We got them technical difficulties going right now. I do see PDJ came with the $1.99 super two-way. So appreciate that. Man, I don't know, but before we get up out of here, I just need to get some more of them purple emojis just for the epic night that is going down. Man, going down. Can't wait. Appreciate y'all. Looks like I might have got access to some of these supers that we didn't get through, so I'm going to run through those real quick. Mike Halls with the $5 said, who are you casting for the main cast of Invincible for the live action adaptation that Seth Rogen is doing? I don't know, man. I just want to. I'm soaking in the animated right now. I'm honestly just soaking in the animated right now. I can't even begin to think of what they would do with the live action. That's on a whole nother level. Then we had Charles. Welcome. You are a Nerdvenger now. Appreciate that. Mike Porter, $4.99. Appreciate you. Said, but what if Russell Crowe is just Zeus in the Asgardian? Hold up real quick. Let me see. Oh, now they lost it again because it seems like the homie may be trying to get back in, but Discord is acting a fool right now. So I can't even get in there to get the homie back. So I'm going to try to go back in on these. There we go. So the homie Mike Porter said, what if Russell Crowe is just Zeus in the Asgardian play scene? What if he's just that Zeus and not the actual Zeus? Even still, man, just the fact that you getting Russell Crowe, like Russell Crowe ain't nobody to sneeze at, man. I know we know this. It's just like, just goodness on top of goodness, man. Goodness on top of goodness with that. And then we had Nikki with the $24.99. Said, always got to show some love for the After Dark crew. Lavis always turning up with them headphones. You damn right he is, man. You damn right he is. Rogue Soul came through with the $5. Said, MK question. Scorpion's baby getting left in the floorboards. Is that canon or special to the movie? And if it's special, why nobody talking about it? That's exactly why I brought it up a little bit earlier in the stream when we was talking about the movie, because that's not something to my knowledge that was in the original story. I always knew it was just, I think his child's name was Jubei, if I'm not mistaken, but that's the only child that ever, I think, really gets referenced in that. So bringing in this new infant is hella interesting to me because we don't know exactly where they fit in yet. And I'm wondering if it has ties to the main character. Then we got Max Ross, the $4.99, said this Sony Netflix Marvel deal is like a four-team hour before the deadline NBA trade. Facts. Kyle Hershey, welcome. You are a Nerdvenger now. Kenzie Martin, welcome. You are a Nerdvenger now. Lord Vito with the $5 said, I think after Luke Skywalker showing up in Mando season, finally, and how huge the response was, we're about to get a lot of fan service from all Disney. I don't think you're wrong. I honestly don't think you're wrong there, man. I think Disney is starting to wise up. I think we'll definitely know more once Bad Batch drops, if this is just, MCU centric, or if that was just specific to Mando, or where it's going with that. So definitely gonna check that out. And then we got Rogue Soul with the $5. Said Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin is like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Perfect casting. Boy, you ain't ever lied with that one. You ain't ever lied with that one. Lord Vito coming back with the $2. Said, where the F are the likes? Show the love to the boys. I co-sign it. I definitely co-sign it. Mike Porter with the $1.99. Appreciate you, Mike. Said, I need more nerd coin to gamble. Take my money. Then backdoored it with another $1.99. Said, I can't wait for Sam to be Captain America. I can't wait either, man. Then Mike Porter with another $1.99. Look like. Appreciate you, Mike. Then we had Dirt Wizard with the $5. Said, Al, tag me in, homie. Just kidding. Great show, guys. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Then Darth Dingus with the $2.99. I love Otter Tots. Hey, man. Can't knock it. Lauren Ski with the $5 said, what if Russell Crowe is old Thor from the future and saying Zeus is just Marvel trying to trick us and the scoopers? That would be epic. Man, like, what? See, now you're just trying to blow my mind because the homie ain't here to nerd out on this crazy shit with me. But that's insane. Like, if that was the hook, that would mean two things. One, they really turning up. And two, Feige is like, stay trying to keep us guessing. Which I know we know that second part is true. But if they go that far with it, holy shit. Now, let's see if we can't get the homie back in here to finish this show out. Cause man, what the hell was going on with the
power?
Discord?
You didn't see the power broker come through?
No, I ain't see no power broker come through, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I can't even tell y'all because if I say it's the spoilers, man, I can't tell y'all about the spoilers.
Look, I did my best, homie. I held it down. P.O.P.
Yes,
Mama, I love you. I was trying to keep it going.
Did,
but yeah, I don't know what that was. I had no idea.
Like
somebody hacked Discord on it, brother. I'm like, oh,
Discord is menacing right now. And
welcome
to all the new Nerdvengers and Mike Porter coming through talking about I need more nerd coin to gamble. Take my money for $1.99. Really, man? All of these people up in here trying to get that nerd coin.
All of them trying to get paid, bro. All of them trying to get paid.
Yes, most definitely. And to the most recent one, the last one we just read, I would definitely not complain if the boner of Zeus turns out to be that he's actually Russell Crowe's old Thor. Shit, most definitely take my money on that. I am here for it. 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000.
A-Part coming in late. $1.99 said, Al, the secret to staying up late, Henny. Not when you got a Nerdvenge in the morning.
I was about to say, we totally got a Nerdvenge in the morning. You know, Felicity always like to say, grown folks got jobs, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that ain't the truth.
Most definitely.
That ain't the truth,
dude.
And
did it give you all of the ones?
Yeah, I got through. I got through all of them. I believe that you.
My man was. You was high stepping on him, huh?
Oh man, look, I had to bring it home, man. Look. I put the team on my back, though.
Dirt Wizard. There's something missing. Yeah, go ahead.
Dirt Wizard did give us the 5. I want to make sure. He said, Lavis is back. Huzzah! Yeah, man.
Yes.
Oh,
and then Darth Dingus came through with the $2.99. Said Russell Crowe equals a serpent, Odin's brother.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that would totally be dope. Definitely be dope. There was a couple that we missed for some silly reason. I do not understand why. Did you get to Ryan Carter's $9.99?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
And you got Mike Porter's $1.99 deep dish Wakanda pizza is in the box.
That one I missed. That was the one I was looking for. Okay. I don't think the message came through, but I saw $1.99. So yeah, that was when we missed.
Got you. Okay, and then we got Brandon Moores. He said, "Give me more nerd coin." I see what you did there.
I see what you did there.
What you did there. And then Mike Porter coming through the $1.99 once again because he wants some more nerd coin to gamble with, saying, "Sir Glass half full, reporting for duty."
Oh yeah, he trying to be Sir Wallet all the way full, ain't he?
Right, ain't he? We got Alsa came through with the $5. Said, "Silver Surfer is coming, my dogs." Yes,
got
it
that,
is.
Got that.
Okay. Did you read Felicity's $20? The love spending time. And Cool Highs and everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we got to everybody.
Yeah. Hey, look, no Nerdvenger super chat left behind.
Left behind. Right. No. Most definitely.
No.
Yeah, Jedi Mike. You know I went on that pretzel run.
There you go.
That's what got me. That's what really got me.
A-Part $1.99 say love y'all. Period. Hey, we love you right back, man. It's always
Capital
love.
T.
Always
Period.
love. Period.
What you say? We can get the Nerdvengers a few more minutes.
Yeah, about 8 minutes. We go to the bottom of the hour. We'll go to the bottom of the hour, guys, and then we've got to go ahead and break. Allow you a chance to get your potty breaks and your snacks.
Yes,
strap in for this long ride going down tonight. Let me see some of those Iron Nerd emojis if you riding the night with the homies. If you loading up to get in this marathon of nerdy goodness. Let me get them Iron
pretzel run. I did the pretzel run in 11 seconds, by the way.
Oh, well, how about that? Hold on. Wait.
Whoa.
Whoa. Fanjecture, are you playing with me right now?
Uh-oh.
Are you playing with me right now? Cut the music. Somebody.
So
Man.
What? I just now seen that.
Hold on. Let me verify this.
And while you do that, we had Rogue Soul come through with the $5. Says, if they do a Fear Itself storyline, I'd die happy. Shout out to Darth Dingus for making me remember how badass those comics are.
Man,
and it seems like that's something for the homie there, but we got to do some confirmation, man.
Oh man, yeah, it is
shocking.
Official. It is official. R.I.P. to the legend Shock G, the one who put the satin on your panties. My man Humpty. If you don't know Shock G, you know the Humpty dance.
Yeah,
man, like
really?
R.I.P. That's 3. Look, they said they come in 3, man. DMX was first, then Black Rob. Rest in peace to Black Rob. Now Shock.
Wow, I didn't hear about Black Rob.
Yeah,
what?
Black Rob is gone, bro. He passed too, man. That was earlier this week. That was earlier this week, bro. Like,
see,
the legends is taking hits, man.
Turn the internet off.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you, man. But you know, it's my fellow music heads always hit me with the news when it turned up like that. Man.
Yeah, man. Wow,
that's crazy, man.
Young.
Like,
very young.
Shock G, man. Legend in the game, man. Legend in the game.
Wow.
Digital Underground, that's man. Crazy. Like, that's wild, bro. Like, again, we say it all the time, man. Roses while they're alive, man. Tell people that you care about, how much you care about them while they're here. Don't wait till they gone. Hug a loved one. Reach out to somebody you ain't heard from in a minute. Let them know that they on your mind. You know what I'm saying? We here, we kick it, we do this nerd shit daily, but it wouldn't be the same if we didn't have the family of people we have to enjoy this shit with, man. So, look, from the bottom of our hearts, man, we appreciate and we love each and every one of y'all.
Yes, most def.
We wouldn't be doing this without y'all, man. So, straight up.
Yes, you guys keep us coming back each Thursday, each Sunday, each Tuesday when we on there sharing with y'all on Debate 8. Like, this is an opportunity for us to show y'all that we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Most def. So, we love all the new faces coming through. Hope to see y'all and interact with y'all on the Discord. In these chats. So, come through on that watch party. And, you know, like I said, I'd like to be able to see everybody begin to start coming together, even if that is on watch parties and television shows. Yeah, man. Jump in the Discord, get on camera. You ain't got to be all spruced up. Hey, we be in there chilling, man. Like, they was mad at me the other night because I had my pizza out. Yeah, some pizza. Killing the game, boy. I was, look, you know how it was, man. I had the munchies. Just trying to get some food up in me that night. Right. But yeah, man. The munchies and then he wanted to come back and try to talk about don't be all spruced up. Try to come back like Spruce Wayne in the after dark lounge in the main gang lounge. Oh, looking like Spruce Wayne up in there. Oh man, you talking the after dark lounge? Wait a minute, man. Like, yeah, man. We might have to show the people what it do in the after dark lounge. Might have to do that, man. Give them a little sneak peek before we duck up out of here, man. Hold on. Go ahead. Your boy 2.5, and we'll make it work. Yes, sir. Hold on here. Let me just do that right there, and then hit you with one of them. Bliggity blam. Yeah, you know. And then I got one other thing I gotta do. You know, because Wallace ain't never got nothing together for when I need it. I love you, Wallace. I know it. I know it. You be. Hey, you better. You just be glad that he don't hit you with them Invincible intros, okay? Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, you guys are, and then it just cuts. Oh, we totally might do that to y'all one day. Right. Let's show. Yeah, you know, he talking about the swankiness. Yes. He was mad because I popped up stunting in the swanky in the champagne room on them boys one night. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I don't know about. Won't unfortunately be a after dark tonight because we got the watch party going down in about maybe next 33 minutes unless we on JST, which is Josh Standard Time. Might be a little bit after, might be a little bit before. Might be. So go ahead and get your purple drink on froze. You see you got that in the back
man,
there.
got it in the back. Pop bottle ready to go.
When you get hungry, make sure you get some of Al Shula's sauce.
Oh, yes.
I'll hit you with the sauce.
Because if you ain't got the sauce, then motherfucker, that's your loss.
Yes, it is. Most definitely.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie though. He's spoiled me with that. And I like the edited version better.
You meant the mother. That's your loss.
Yes.
That's for the. I think that's for the commercial. That's for the commercial. We on After Dark now, so I had to give him the uncensored.
Yes,
I had to give him the uncensored.
It's kind of like those Frank's. Like that reminded me of the Frank's Red Hots. It's like
I put that on everything.
Yes. Oh man, I feel like it hits different. It totally hits different.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be hitting different if this Falcon and Winter Soldier don't disappoint. I'm gonna show up on afternoon like this stupid show's messing up the plot all the time, and then we got nothing but a reveal at the end of the show and tell me nothing.
Right.
Like going smooth
we just gonna
off.
cut out.
Right.
We're gonna cut out like they did on WandaVision.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. Let's see. I think we got a couple more. We got $4.99 from PDJ. Said, tell me how salty you were when they cut to black right before they showed Cap Falcon's new armor. Oh man, don't get Vito started.
Oh, see, look, you trying to start a fight now. Look, we already went through it with the homie on that one, man.
Right. Most def. Dirt Wizard came through with the $5. Said Lavis got blicked. Manos is here. Manos. Yes. Manos is here.
I love it. We got a new villain.
Yes. I'll write that down.
Manos.
Hey, Dirt Wizard, you about to get some points in the Discord, homie.
Oh,
yeah, that was a good one.
Why do I picture Thanos in a Coogee sweater?
I'm trying to tell you. Oh my goodness. I totally feel that. Probably might end up getting a Pootie Tang Manos.
See, no, look. No, he gotta be Pootie. He gotta be Pootie Main.
Pootie Main.
Pootie
right.
Main and Manos.
And Manos. Oh goodness.
That's a movie. That's a movie right there, boy.
Yes, most definitely. And we come back that up with the Platinum Grill Surfer.
There you go.
That'll be.
Oh man,
it's gotta be more than the silver. It gotta be more than the silver.
Gotta be the platinum grill. Yeah.
Humpty Hump, R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Very shocking. We had Enrique Robles.
Yes, sir.
Said just lost 10K. Nerdcoin. Next up, my Falcon. What is social expectations? Man, you don't want to lose those.
Don't lose those. Don't lose those, man. Don't lose those.
Hold on to those. This is what makes you, man.
No doubt.
That's what makes you.
No doubt.
Oh man, my screen's jumping over here. My screen is jumping.
Well, I do see Vito. I see $1.99 from Fanjex's ass. Said I'd be like Neo if Al trying to hit me with his sauce. You ain't got to worry about that, man. My sauce is only for lady mains. Unless you want the kind that's fine.
Don't do that to him.
Whenever you're dying.
Get that. Get the sauce.
Get the sauce.
We got Mike Porter with the $1.99. Said, I hear you, Alan Lavis. Here's some virtual hugs. We appreciate that, man.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. We got Lord Vito with the $2. Said, my perp Discord gang stand up. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Hey, shout out to them After Darkians, man. We be looking at some of them stats, and do you know that After Dark has probably right now like almost 30K comments? It is the most active besides the morning stream, and the morning stream only has, what was that, like 10K comments in it?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
We have 30. We have the most out of every channel on the Discord. So big ups to all of y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
It's only about 100 people that frequent in there, and like that's actually that's not even the most. The morning stream, I believe, has 300 active members in it.
Yes.
And it only got 17K. So After Dark is just popping, jumping, and we would love to see y'all, some of y'all new faces, come join us.
Shout out to the main gang. Mains and lady mains alike. And after debate 8, we got to start including the machine mains.
Yes, machine mains. Got to make sure we get everybody.
Get everybody some love.
And the last one for the night, we got I Am Dizzy, because now that I can read backwards, that's what I'm calling him.
Beautiful.
He said, hope y'all have fun tonight. Have a drink from me. Yes, with that purple devil emoji.
Yeah, man.
Most definitely. We will definitely be having some fun with y'all. We will most definitely be seeing y'all as much as we can in the watch party coming up. Make sure you catch Josh here in the next, I think about 12 minutes or so?
Somewhere in there.
With that being said,
y'all already know what time it is.
Yes. It's like we always say. You ain't
got to go home. But you got to get the hell up out of here. My man Lavis.
My man Al.
Blicked and back in one show.
Hey, you can't blick me for long, man.
Hey, man, that just goes to tell you. We here to stay. The last 2 people got blicked on screen. They ain't make it back from after dark. You know what I'm saying? So that just lets me further know that we on the Southern Hill, man. We belong.
Yes, sir. We belong.
And we will definitely catch you in the next episode.
I feel like we should end it with getting blicked every day the way this thing goes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that was about, man. You know, Wallace, we're gonna need you to check the peripherals, because
right, man. Because I went on my pretzel run, ran into the pretzel power broker. Man was trying to get an arm and a leg. He was trying to charge movie prices, man.
Oh man,
I was like,
that's because he know it's like movie night tonight.
Exactly.
So he's trying to tax because he know everybody want them pretzels.
I wasn't falling for it, man. Wasn't falling for it. I was telling him, I was like, the peoples is waiting for me, man.
See, and Adam talking all that shit, but low key, he know he want that sauce on his pretzels.
Oh yeah,
he know.
Oh yeah, he's about that fluid.
Yeah, he's all about that fluid. He likes to submerge himself in the fluid.
Yes.
All day, every day. That's why,
as far as I want to go into that.
That's why he likes CGI water.
Right. you know, my man was almost broke his keyboard when he saw that CGI water on Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, he lost it. He almost CGI watered himself.
Definitely. That's what I hear he be doing.
That's pretty typical for Adam.
Yeah, he doesn't debate about that.
I'm just waiting for the debate 8 top 8 water related special effects movies.
Right. We got Vitamin Water, we got Aquafina, Fiji, Tap.
Exactly.
It's endless possibilities. I'm still waiting for that debate 8 chicken episode we were trying to get.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, like at some point we got to get that. At some point.
One of these days. We'll probably get Moana brand water before we get a chicken debate 8.
Yeah, man.
But you know how it is, man. We'll have to catch him on the flip. Put the masks on. Because you know what we do when we be out in these streets. He don't know about that.
Nah, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing about having the NERDVENGERS every day.
Fine expansion beats. But yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round.